Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's dive right into what's happening in the crypto markets today, and more specifically, what's going on with ZBCN, which in my opinion, continues to stand out as one of the more exciting tokens flying under the radar right now. The information provided in this video is for educational and informational purposes only, and should not be considered financial advice. I am not a licensed financial advisor, and nothing in this content should be interpreted as a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any cryptocurrency or investment. The crypto market is highly volatile and involves significant risk. Always do your own research, DYR, and consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. The views expressed in this video are my personal opinions and do not reflect the official position of any project or platform mentioned. Use the information provided here at your own discretion. Market overview. A red day, but not a bad day. So let's kick things off by checking out the overall market sentiment using the crypto bubbles chart. And yeah, no sugarcoating here, it's a red day. Most of the market is pulling back, and the sea of green we were seeing a couple of weeks ago has now turned crimson. Ethereum recently went on a parabolic run, which was impressive to watch. For a token with a multi-billion-dollar market cap, that kind of surge isn't just noise, it's meaningful momentum. But now, we're seeing that move begin to cool off. And honestly, that's completely normal. Every market needs to breathe. No asset, crypto or not, can go up in a straight line forever. So should you panic? Absolutely not. If you've been in crypto for more than 15 minutes, you already know the deal. Dips are part of the game. These are the moments that test your conviction. The seasoned investors know that corrections like this often present some of the best buying opportunities. Because once the bounce happens, and it will happen, it tends to be violent. We've seen this time and time again. Think about all of 2022 and 2023, when the markets were sliding and sentiment was low. That's when smart money was positioning itself. And here in 2025, we've already seen that those who stayed patient are starting to reap the benefits. So, I'm not saying you should YOLO your savings into the dip today, but what I am saying is this. If there's a price you've had your eye on, and you're seeing it now, don't hesitate too long. Crypto doesn't wait. ZBCN x Algorand space is why this is huge. Now let's move into the ZBCN related updates because there's a lot happening. As mentioned in my previous update, there's a major spaces session happening today, or depending on when you're watching this, maybe it already happened. It's set for 3:30 p.m. on July 24th, and this one's important because it's not just your usual community catch-up. It involves none other than the Algorand Foundation. Yup, Algorand. That alone is a huge deal. Now, if you're new to crypto or you just haven't followed Algorand closely, let me give you a quick download. Algorand is a Layer 1 blockchain that's been around for years and is respected for its speed, scalability, and enterprise-level partnerships. Having a connection, even just a Twitter Spaces conversation with them, is massive. It's not just optics, it's exposure. This kind of interaction puts ZBCN in front of a completely different audience. And while most of us already understand the potential here, the broader market still has no clue what's brewing. That's the alpha. That's the edge. We're here before the crowd. ZBCN holder growth and community strength. And if you're looking for signs of legitimacy or momentum, check this out. ZBCN now has over 76,000 holders. Let that sink in. That's not small fry. That kind of community size signals that the project isn't just about hype or memes, it's steadily growing its base. More holders, more eyes, more demand, price pressure upward, and when you combine that with a current market cap of around $346 million, it means there's still plenty of room to grow. ZBCN isn't some bloated, overextended coin. It's still early. It's in a sweet spot where early adopters can still get meaningful upside, especially when the full bull market momentum kicks in. Let's just be honest here. If Bitcoin goes to $100 or higher like many are expecting, and Ethereum follows, then money is going to flood into altcoins. That's just how market cycles work. Retail always chases what's next, and a project like ZBCN, with strong fundamentals, a real community, and actual traction, is going to be in a prime position to benefit. ZBCN price action and technical setup. Speaking of traction, let's talk about ZBCN's price action because it's telling a story of its own. When we look back at the last spaces hosted by the ZBCN team, the price was sitting at $0.24. After that session, straight line up, literally. It marked the beginning of the reversal after a prolonged dip. At that time, I had expected it to go down to $0.021 for a final washout. But guess what? It held firm at $0.023, and that bounce triggered a chain reaction. The coin never looked back and started putting in higher highs and higher lows, which for any of you who study technicals is the gold standard of a bullish reversal. We've since seen the price go as high as 0.045 cents, and it's currently trading around 3.8, holding strong even as the broader market dips. Now, a lot of coins would have already collapsed under this kind of macro pressure, but ZBCN? It's chilling, consolidating, building strength. That's not just luck, that's structure, and structure precedes movement. Exchange listings. The Binance speculation. One of the biggest catalysts that could absolutely rocket ZBCN is, of course, exchange listings, and more specifically, the Binance rumors. Now, to be clear, nothing is confirmed yet, but there's been some intriguing breadcrumbs. If you've checked out the zebec website, you might have seen Binance's logo there, and if you remember my last video, I pointed that out. That alone doesn't guarantee a listing, but it does imply some level of partnership or integration. Maybe it's back-end infrastructure, maybe it's groundwork for a future listing. Either way, where there's smoke, there's often fire. A Binance listing would be massive. Think about it. Increased volume, global access, media buzz, and most importantly, liquidity. That kind of exposure can double or triple a market cap in a matter of weeks, especially during a bull cycle. Ignore the noise. Focus on the chart now. With all the noise on social media, especially Twitter X, about what's going up, what's trash, and which influencers are pumping what, it can be easy to get distracted. But this is where you need to rely on actual data and analysis, not just FOMO and hopium. Right now, the ZBCN chart is showing signs of strength, accumulation, and resilience. Even when the broader market looks shaky, ZBCN is holding its ground and even pushing slightly higher. That says a lot about its decoupling behavior. This kind of performance is rare in a sea of red. And more importantly, it's sustainable strength, not just a random pump and dump. According to the indicators I'm tracking, ZBCN hasn't officially flipped bullish on every signal just yet, but it's getting close. The chart is stair-stepping upward, which is one of the healthiest patterns in any market. No overextensions, no crazy spikes, just clean organic growth. That's how you know a move is real. What's next for ZBCN? Looking ahead, I think we could be on the cusp of a new leg up, especially if the Spaces session with Algorand goes well. That's the kind of event that can attract new attention, new money, and new momentum. But even beyond that, the fundamentals are aligning. The team is shipping. The community is expanding. The partnerships are stacking. The listings are likely coming. The question isn't whether ZBCN will move, it's how high and how fast. Now, of course, always do your own research. This isn't financial advice. I'm just sharing what I'm seeing in the charts, the news, and the community. But if you're watching this video, then odds are you're early enough to take advantage of what could be one of the more under-the-radar gems of this altcoin cycle. Final thoughts and risk management. One last thing before I wrap this up. Don't get greedy. Yes, there's massive upside here. Yes, the potential is real. But remember that crypto is volatile. One tweet, one regulation update, one whale dump, and things can shift quickly. So have a plan. Set your entry zones, your exit zones, and your stop losses. Take profits when it makes sense. And above all, don't marry your bags. Whether it's ZBCN or any other coin, approach the market with strategy, not just emotion. But that said, ZBCN is showing signs of something big. And if you've made it this far into the video, chances are you already sense that too. Recap: crypto markets are red, but it's a dip, not a disaster. That's going to wrap it up for today's deep dive. If you found value in this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. What are your ZBCN price targets for the next quarter? If you're holding, let me know in the comments. ZBCN Army, where are you at? Until next time, stay sharp, stay smart, and as always, Happy investing.